Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Say It Now, Say It Loud, where I give my commentary and feedback to the latest news and entertainment from a positive point of view. If this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you can get those notifications, and let's get it cracking. All right, guys, so today we are talking about the relationship between Apryl Jones and Drew, aka Lil Fizz from B2K, aka Lil Teeny Fizzle Pop, in the words of Moniece Slaughter. So, of course, Apryl is the ex as well as the baby. Well, I'm not going to say baby mother. I don't like to use that term. The mother of Omarion's 2 children. And then we have Drew, Lil Fizz, who is also a part of B2K and the father of Moniece's son, Cameron. So, of course, there's been a lot of controversy, a lot of talk about these two being in a relationship, honey. And I just wanted to comment and give a little feedback. Now, I try to keep things positive, which I'm going to do, but I do have a little, to say as far as, their relationship. Now, don't get me wrong. I know I'm just from the outside looking in, but yeah, I'm going to keep it real. Now, the one thing I will say is these two do seem to be madly in love from what I can see. I'm on the outside looking in, just like you. They do seem to be genuinely in love. They really do like each other. It does seem like they have a lot of chemistry. So just to give you a little feedback, you know that Drew, Lil Fizz, is the band mate, band brother, used to be good friends, brothers with Omarion, who I said earlier is the father of Apryl's children. So it's kind of weird. I think that's where a lot of the disapproval is coming from. People are saying these two are totally wrong. What they're doing is disgusting. And I can definitely understand that from other people's, points of view and how they view it. Of course, just looking at it at that and basing their relationship off of that is totally disrespectful. I would say that. Now, I know Omarion hasn't really said anything as far as, the relationship that they have put out there on Love and Hip Hop. And, silence can be two different things, a number of different things. It could either mean I don't give a bleep, or it could mean, hey, maybe I'm hurt. I don't want to say anything. I'm disgusted. We don't know. It's silence. So we're just going to, leave it and not do any crazy speculations and just pretty much say that this man is really not bothered by this. So, of course, Moniece and a lot of other celebrities did voice their opinions and disapproval of this union. Me, on the outside looking in, I'm going to keep expressing that because I'm on the outside looking in. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors in any of these people's lives or their relationships, so I'm going to keep it like that. If it was me, a big if, because everyone processes things differently. I can't tell you how to think about something. People make judgments based off of their experiences. People make judgments based off of what they've seen as a child growing up. So maybe these two really and truly they don't see anything wrong with them forming a bond. Or it could be that maybe they thought about it like, yeah, in the beginning, no, we're not even going to cross that boundary. We're going to stay as best friends because that's what they always claim to be, was best friends. But what I will say is this: I can understand the way that they did form that bond. And the reason why I say that is because Apryl, who has expressed herself and expressed many times on the current season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood that she was in a very vulnerable state with the father of her children. She was going back and forth to court, having custody issues, and she was just at a very down and depressing moment of her life where she lost a lot of weight. And I'm not saying that's an excuse to go and form a relationship with your ex's best friend or, brotherhood or whatever. But what I'm saying is I can understand in that vulnerable moment, Fizz being there and, well, let's just call him Drew because I'm going to give him that much respect. He likes to be addressed as Drew. So her and Drew, being around each other, Drew being there through those hard times, it happens, the bond forms. He was there as emotional, moral support, and, her being a woman, or even with men, if you have someone who's there for you, when you see that's you grow closer and closer together. There's an attachment that grows, the feelings grow, and, things just start to form. So maybe, no, in the beginning they weren't feeling each other, I'm pretty sure, prior to, Omarion and Apryl separating or leaving each other. But now that they spent a lot of alone time together, which is another reason, that just shows you there, like, when you say, people say, are men supposed to have friend girls if they're married or in a relationship, or is a woman supposed to have a male friend while they're in a relationship or together? I mean, it depends on that relationship. Also, you don't need to be spending time separately, like away from your spouse or partner, with this other person, because that time spending together, not for everyone, but I'm just saying, this is an example. That time spent together grew their bond. It caused them to grow feelings for each other. Now, I will say this. There should have been some type of consideration. I understand that, yes, Drew and Omarion probably fell out. They weren't talking to each other. But there should have been enough respect there on Drew's part to say, you know what? This is the ex of someone I used to call a brother. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the outside looking in. Maybe he did address it with Omarion. Maybe he didn't. But I'm just saying that's a needed conversation. Now, on the other hand, with Apryl and Moniece, one thing, Fizz really doesn't owe Moniece any type of explanation as to who he dates. But even if you guys are just co-parenting, there should always be a conversation held as far as who is going to be around this person's child. Now, with Moniece and Apryl, I know they were friends at one point, but I'm not sure if they were actually friends to the point of, hey, this is my sis, this is a sisterhood that we've created. Because a lot of people, especially on these reality shows, they throw around the word friend and sis like it's a get out of jail free ticket or free money. They just throw it around but people really don't understand the real true definition of friend. It doesn't seem like. So if they were indeed, I'm just saying I would have that conversation with Moniece and be like, look, me and Drew are feeling each other, this is how it's going to be. But I can understand if they, they stopped being friends. They did have a lot of going back and forth on Instagram. So I could see where, she probably felt or didn't feel the need to address Moniece or bring it to her attention. But all in all, I just think people just leave them alone. Let them be. Because, like I said, for the last time, us on the outside looking in, these people are going to be together regardless. And we don't know, how they were feeling at that moment. We don't know. You can't fault someone for falling in love. We can't fault them for building a bond, especially when it's built in a moment where Apryl really needed someone and she felt like Drew was the only person there for her. You can't help who you fall in love with sometimes. And this seems to be one of those situations. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Say It Now, Say It Loud. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'm going to be rolling out some more videos with myself in it, and just showing you guys my weight loss journey, cooking videos, a lot of different things we're going to be doing on the channel. So drop a comment down below, like I said, follow me on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next video.